Out of the tube. Out of the tube of oils I squeeze comes blood, thick as a thigh. To stop the flow, I paint a blue leg by squeezing the sky, which, like a mistake, runs through exhibits hung out to dry, as knees splashed on canvas, thicken in trousers 3 miles high. 3 miles high.
A lot of dazed people wandering round, that feeling you get, a sort of fuzzy like Valium, where you're just feeling partially dizzy and dazed, and maybe you are not really living. Maybe you are watching the world, you're dead, you did it, you committed suicide, and you're watching the world. Colin's sitting outside the library, watching people walking past, everyone looking so depressed, depressing looks on their faces. It's the time of year, the time of man, woman, who knows. And trying to get that feeling back, that feeling when you were a child, that warmth, just being happy, playing in the backyard. Trying to get that back, it's impossible at this age. Adult, man, paint your face red and white and walk through the crowds. Watch them laugh. Watch them laugh, they need something to laugh at. We're all clowns waiting for the next laugh, the next nod of approval, that we've made an impression on someone. We're all waiting for the last breath. Man aged 25 commits suicide, and Colin knew him, knew his face, knew what was going on in his mind. Not that Colin is going to commit suicide. Maybe he is. Certain that would be the end. There is no life after death. Man's explanation of the unexplainable. Religion, the opium of the masses, said my man Carl. Maybe change the name by deed poll to something else. Che Guevara, perhaps. Modify it. Drop the fields, keep the Colin hyphenated. Colin Che Guevara. Down at the social. When did you last work, Mr. Che Guevara? No time to look for jobs, too busy planning the revolution. And that's the problem with this town, nobody planning for the revolution, the overthrow of the status quo, capitalism, apathy, apathy, apathy. Colin must do something, now. Something must be done. Ring up the landlord from a phone box. Do it now. Leave a message on the answer phone. What a wonderful invention, the answer phone. One-way communication, one-way mirror. In one-way communication, the communicator has the edge, the first word, the last word, in control of the conversation. Maybe threaten the landlord, disguise the voice. If you don't fix the leak, you'll make me angry, and you won't like me when I'm angry. Burst in with a gun at the landlord's home address. Colin Eastwood. Kick open the front door, taking care to spit purposefully on the floor and say quietly, coolly, with a gun at the head of the landlord, "There's a bullet in here, 1 in 6 chance." Click the trigger. "Get onto the roofers now or I'll blow your brains out." Click. "What do you think of your chances, punk?" Click. Of course, this is fantasy, isn't it? Colin walking towards the phone box, punching number on the dials in the phone box, the phone ringing.
White paper, neatly folded from A4 into secret size to fit her palm, finger crushed. And on it, in pure white, all she never told the soft voices, like an old man crooked with the weight of guilt and innocence, a bird's blown egg. Its silences are silk, and on the table, machine black, it almost ticks, almost purrs. In the helix of the barrel, wisps of silver smother preciously, fingerless, still, harmless.
And the river smiles with an oily curl of its lip, simpers and turns and gently slips through the legs of the bridge, holding its belly full laden with silt. Silt it has filched from the undercut land, to be rolled by the river, sold down the river and dumped in the lap of its weakest brother, who struggles with slip-stained hands. The port is pragmatic in receipt of these spoils. They keep dredgers in business and pilots on call to stop ferries and coasters, the odd trawler and tug, from sticking their hulls into sandbanks or mud. And the river shrugs, so casual, so free, shit-brown and tide-bound, right down to the sea. Old river, cold river, with each rise and fall, you love how you're driving it all.